Hi, everyone, and good evening. I'm doing this as a pre-recorded session because it is my last in-person youth night, so I am out and about with the youth tonight, but I still wanted to do devotionals with you guys. And I'm actually going to focus on discipleship because that's what we're walking through right now with our book, the Bullseye series, as well, and focusing on how to be disciples. So I was looking for the book, but I can't find it. I know it's somewhere here. Um, so when you hear the word disciple, what do you think about? A lot of people have different opinions on this. So for some, it was the people who followed Jesus. It was the 12 people that were with Jesus through his ministry. It may be a devoted follower of something. So asking ourselves, are we disciples? Whether we know it or not, we are all disciples because we all follow something. The only question we have to ask ourselves is, what exactly are we following? And is it faithful? Are we honoring God through following, XYZ? So a disciple is specifically a follower, a student of a mentor, a teacher, or other figure. That's kind of what the definition of disciple is. And do sometimes we kind of struggle with, do I want to be a follower? Do I want to be a student? Especially if you're someone like me who has been in school forever. Do I still want to be a student? What does this look like? But the matter of fact is that we all need to learn. It's part of our human nature to be curious, to want to learn about things, to ask questions. When you think you know everything, you are, kind of putting aside the fact that God created mystery in the world for a purpose. um, so we're all being taught something by someone, and we are following that something. If you're a student in school, you're probably learning something, you're probably putting it into practice and learning how to do it along the way. So what exactly does discipleship and faithful discipleship look like? You can be a disciple of many things. You can be a disciple of basketball, where all you think about, talk about, do, you live, sleep, eat, drink basketball, or the same with music or literature or Netflix, even whatever that may look like. But what does a disciple of Jesus look like? So if we look at Matthew 8:18-22, this is the Message version. It says, when Jesus saw that a curious crowd was growing by the minute, he told his disciples to get him out of there to the other side of the lake. As they left, a religious scholar asked if he could go along. I'll go with you, wherever, he said. Jesus was curt. Are you Are you ready to rough it? We're not staying in best inns, you know. Another follower said, Master, excuse me for a couple of days, please. I have my father's funeral to take care of. Jesus refused. First things first, your business is life, not death. Follow me, pursue life. And there's another one that we could get into, but I might not just for the sake of time, that also comes from Matthew verses 3-10. And it basically is just saying that you're blessed when you're at the end of your rope. When you have less, God is more and he rules. You are blessed when you feel lost. You are blessed when you feel at your lowest because God is with you. You're best when you are working up a good appetite for God. God is food, God is drink, and it's the best meal that we will ever eat. As long as we follow God, we are blessed. And it dives us deeper into discipleship with God and into God's faithful community. So being a disciple of Jesus gives us life. It sustains us. It keeps us going. And connecting with God through prayer is super important. Being a follower of Christ means that you are a follower of Him and His ways. You are practicing loving God with all of your heart, soul, and mind. You are loving your neighbor as yourself. You are loving your enemies, and you are inviting other people to join in this story. You are inviting other people to find out what it means to love God, to have the Trinity in their lives. You are exploring all of the ways that Jesus went out and reached out to the community and following suit through that. And MBUC is a great place to do this and to explore this. Alpha is a great place to explore what it means to be a person of faith, what your faith looks like, and ask those hard questions, because sometimes we feel that we shouldn't be asking them, but that is when we get deeper into our faith and learn more about who we are as a person of faith. So I encourage you to join Alpha, join one of the ministry teams here at MBUC. We have a ton. The ones that immediately come to mind are the mental health ministry and the affirming ministry and the youth ministry. Have a great day, everyone.
And I actually got to go outside too.